So I know that I had said that my previous Dave Rubin, David Pakman interview breakdown video was going to be my last, but I didn't know that there was a part 4 of that interview, so I didn't have that to break down for you guys. So once I had saw that and I had watched it, I had to do it, guys. I'm sorry. But so this is going to be another video breaking down, but if you guys don't know, I'm sure you guys know. I mean, this is known by most people. It has engaged a lot of genuine viewers and loyal followers and such of both their shows. Basically, the Rubin Report came on the David Pakman show, and rather than doing their normal hour of news, they decided to do a full interview with him because Dave Rubin, like I've said, has been a very divisive figure. He gets $30,000 a month on Patreon now. He essentially gives right-wingers and libertarians and conservatives room to do monologue, and he lets people like David Horowitz call Obama a communist. But before I get into any of this, anyways, let's you guys know all about this guy. So here he's going to try to explain why he said progressivism is a mental disorder, while denying Sam Cedar to the ability to come on his show because of a video that was disparaging towards Dave Rubin. So take a look at the clip.
Through what felt like a very enjoyable, endless hours of Rubin Report. And there's a couple very specific things I want to touch on because I feel like they might be attacks on me personally. Not directly, but de facto. You said in an interview, in an interview with Ben Shapiro, that liberalism is basically a mental disorder. What did you mean by that?
I don't think I said liberalism. I might have said progressivism.
Or maybe you said the left is basically a mental disorder. I think the idea was progressivism, the leftism, whatever the case may be, is basically a mental disorder.
For the record, if I said liberalism, then it was an absolute brain freeze, but I'm 99% sure I didn't say that.
It may have been before. It may have been before you started, before you shifted language on it. It was a little bit ago.
Yeah, I don't think so, though. But anyway, I'm sure that some of the internet sleuths around here will find it. I'm pretty sure I said progressivism.
Okay.
Well, first off, it had nothing to do with you,
No, I know it didn't
clear.
Personally, but I am curious, like, what about progressive ideology strikes you as being a mental disorder?
Okay, so first off, I said it in a glib way. Do I think it's an actual mental disorder? No, I don't think it's a mental disorder that should be studied. And I would like to study a couple of these progressives, but I would study some conservatives too. And one, you could probably figure out that their brains are wired a little differently. Okay, fine.
What I just saw is a clip of Dave Rubin attempting to basically justify what he said about it, but the truth is that what he said, nothing justifies it. He's very flustered, he's just trying to get out of that interview because clearly he was getting asked questions that he didn't want to hear. And to be honest, when he was like trying to say, oh, it's not to you, like, it was very awkward to me, because clearly it is. Now, I don't know if David Pakman specifically considers himself a progressive. I'm sure that he does somewhat, so it is. I mean, I don't understand how it's not. Like, how do you make that exception if he considers himself to be a progressive? I know I've heard David Pakman consider himself a progressive on many occasions, therefore he is a progressive. So Dave Rubin trying to claim that it wasn't at him is truly wrong. And effectively what this means is, and if you recall, I was trying to explain earlier, Dave Rubin, Sam Cedar was like, hey, why don't you let me on your show? Because, I'll talk to you. I'm a left-leaning guy. Sam Cedar's awesome, by the way. You should check him out. And there was a video by Michael Brooks, who's like his assistant, and it was disparaging towards Dave Rubin, and he became a snowflake, and he said no because of that. But you cannot claim the moral high ground if you're calling progressivism a mental disorder, just as you claim to demonize the other side for doing. So Dave Rubin, as always, a clown, a complete and utter clown. What's up, guys? It's Saul Hill here. You guys are watching The Progressive Voice. Make sure you guys click subscribe down below. We're fighting Donald Trump tooth and nail, and we need your help.